Hello and welcome back. This is Nom Nom and we are once again in Oxygen Not Included. I had been thinking about this concept for a game for a while now. Basically, with the duplicants being obsessed about cleanliness and order, and that my thoughts range from, do I want to do a symmetric base? How do I want to implement that? There's no real mod for it as far as I'm aware, so this is what I'm running with. It's the O.C.Duplicant challenge. The idea here is the duplicants will not build anything in a room until that room is completely walled off, with a door, swept, and temperature controlled within a comfortable range for the duplicants. So just real quick, want to run through the mods that I'm running right now. I do have a handful of mods: bigger building menu, geyser calculation average, bigger zoom out, blueprints, pliers. This one is the only one I think is a real cheat. Wallpaper, bleach stone refinery, okay, that's another cheat. Drag area tool, wall pumps and vents, canister fillers, and the gas overlay. This one's the only one that's a little OP because you can snip pipes and wires without having a duplicate go check it out, but it's super useful. One of my favorite mods. That along with blueprints, also one of my favorite mods, but I think that's just more of a convenience time saver. So alright, let's go ahead and get ready to do the map issue. Here is which map? I think I'm going to go with RIME, so super cold. If I want my dupes to only work in a room when it's the right temperature, then I should probably start in a temperature that's not right. Okay, I cycled through several maps until I found some stuff that I liked. I like the frozen core because I don't like the fact that I could just dig down and use the heat from the bottom of the base to warm everything up. I'm a big fan of geoactive, which actually might help with the heat issue, but then it's a lot more of engineering to get the geoactive or the geovents to help with the heat issues. And just happen to have miscalculated pod location. That's all good, but here we are on the RIME map, and this should be interesting. I won't even be able to build a farm until I've completely built out a room, cleaned it up, and then built farm tiles in it. So let's go ahead and get started on this. I think I'm going to do my standard duplicant selection. So I'm going to have one researcher, one builder, or digger probably, and one farmer right out of the gate. So let's see what the options we get to pick from right now. Here we go. Building, operating, researching, suit wearing, ranching. Yep, not going to take those, sorry. So let's just go with researcher. Let's get a little better than one science. Alright, I can do that. Early bird, flatulent, can't do that. I can work with that for sure. Okay, then over here we're going to go with digging. Digging and building, that's good. Oh, a couple of diver's lungs, I like it. And over here we're going to go with farming. Cannot do attacking errands, that's fine. Okay, and this is the O.C. Duplicant. There we go. In fact, we'll do this. O.C. Duplicant. Alright, wish them luck. Alright, looks like the RIME map starts in the standard biome. It's been a while since I've done this map. It's been a while since I've done any maps. If you follow my channel at all, you're probably wondering what happened to me. Just got wrapped up in some other things. One of those things being Ark Survival Evolved. I got invited by some friends to play and got really hooked in that for a while. Actually, these dupes are OCD, so it's not just dig a huge swath of land, because we need to wall everything off before they're allowed to build anything new. Now I do need to get to some copper, so they are going to have to dig just to get some of the basics, otherwise I won't ever be able to build a door. This way might be the best way, and then I'll just like wall off this water reservoir. So I'm going to go ahead and go up here. We'll do that. So the first thing that I'm going to want to build is probably bathrooms, actually. So let's just do this as small of an area as we can. If your dupes are OCD, the last thing you want them to do probably is to go to the bathroom all over the base. But hold on, they can't build anything until the room has been swept. So we'll go ahead and put a storage canister there, and a storage canister there on either side of what will be a door. So then you sweep that up. Go ahead and get in here to the water. When I say not building anything, I didn't mean ladders. I meant actual useful structures. And I'm doing this primarily just because without copper, game over anyways. By these rules, if I have to build a door before I can build a building, it's probably important for me to be able to build doors. And we're halfway through cycle 1. I need to get rid of those. And I'll definitely need to dig that out. Give them a priority 6 on this stuff. Really need to get these bathrooms down before we get too far into cycle 2. I think that's when things go really bad for them. And if we look at temperatures, because we are on the RIME map, these are not bad, 17 degrees Celsius, but not far out here, 2 degrees, and then we get into negatives. And this cold is going to creep in without any source of heat over here, so I'm definitely going to have to start creating heat as soon as possible. Alright, look at them go. That's some exciting stuff. They pick up so little this early in the game. Oh, over here we want to sweep. Yep, let's sweep up for food. I think we'll sweep up for muck root. Is that one full already? No. They just really like that other one. Maybe because it's priority 6. Yep. Alright, now they're eating. I really need them to sweep this stuff. Alright, sweep. No time. No time for rest. Alright. Now, they still don't have access to copper. So I'm going to break my own rule. Just this once. There we go. Poor guy's living under urgent circumstances. Alright, well that was close. And we didn't get the door down. I'm not sure that's even possible. Well, given the layout that I had, I didn't have any copper really reachable. So, I guess maybe if I had dug that one copper out, I could have done it. Alright, so, challenges we've got, definitely temperature. We have one internal area here that's not too bad temperature-wise. But go ahead and deconstruct one right there. Let's go ahead and figure out how to keep things warm. So one of the best ways I think to keep things warm in the early game here is going to be with batteries. So I am going to slap down a bunch of small batteries as soon as I get more copper. And let's get the door back up here and finish this off because they don't like it not being finished. Actually can't get up there. construct that. I don't want to do that. Okay. So the way I'm thinking this, ladders don't count. They can dig in an area that hasn't been finished off, but they can't build in an area that's been finished off. It will definitely introduce some unique challenges. Alright, get that dug out. And I don't know if I should always like P6 building walls and stuff, because they need to have it clean and organized. Actually, stop that. They need to dig that out and sweep it before they can build down here. Alright. I'm getting into the groove of it now, figuring out what I'm doing wrong. Which means I'm going to need some more storage bins. I'm thinking that's the other exception. They can build storage bins before they can build anything else. But we can't have this. What happened over here? Oh, he built that roof. He, she, they built that roof. Alright. So first thing first, I'm already down to 17,000 kcals. I definitely need to get some food. I've got some mealwood over here. I've also got some buried mookerite. Down here we've got the forest biome, so I might be able to find a excellent plant that produces a lot of food, but it's a one-time deal, but it's a lot of food. But these guys need to sweep. Alright, and they also need to dig. Okay. Get to it, dupes. Alright, we're already partway through cycle 3, so we're almost at our first printing pod printout. If by some miracle we can get food, that'd be good. I don't think we're going to be ready for a dupe anytime soon. I'm going to put one tile right there just so I can maybe build walls there. There we go. Alright, get this built out and cleaned up. Good, good. Alright, now, back to that power idea that I had. Batteries keep stuff warm, so we're going to throw some batteries down here. I'm going to put this guy right here. They're going to be doing a lot of running. And whenever possible, I want the wires inside the walls. Just because my O.C.Duplicants like high decor. At least in my mind they do. Alright. Looking good. We're going to go ahead and put a couple of tiles here. Block that off. They don't like being in this area the way it is. So we're going to also put up the ceiling here. Gotta get rid of that ladder so I can put a door there. Perfect. Alright, printing pod went off. I didn't hear it. That was weird. Let's see what blueprint we have. Ah, rust. That's not so useful. I can't afford another duplicant, so I'll go ahead and take the rust. Food production is going to start out slow, so I don't want to hamstring myself with the extra demands of another dupe. Alright, we're going to need to get this food over here, so I'm going to go ahead and dig out that. Like so. Alright, they need some beds for sure. I guess I'll put that up here for now. And how are we doing on oxygen? Still have this oxalate kicking here, and this has got some decent pressure in these rooms over here. But we're definitely going to want to get some research going here and get into some better oxygen production. So I'll go ahead and put the research station right here. Go ahead and wire that up. Alright, we're getting into the spirit of it now. Good job, guys. Good job. Cannot abide by this mess, though. Make sure everything's swept up. I gotta get rid of the sand, but this oxalate's not gonna make its way into the base. Alright, how about you move there, Camille? Probably should build the wire before you spend your entire day running on the wheel. Let's actually charge some batteries up. Alright, now we got these batteries going, so now they're kicking out 1.25 kilo DTUs per second. They are currently very cold, but they are warming up. 15.6, 15.7. Alright, so that will be good. Now I'm going to do the same thing on this other side over here, but I need to dig up some of this food first. So I should go ahead and dig all that up. And we're going to put a farm right below these batteries, and then maybe more batteries below them, just because it's cold. Now, we should probably figure out what is the temperature range for a duplicant. They're 37 degrees. The base up here is 16 degrees. When does it get too cold for a duplicant? I'm going to say anything under 10 degrees. So once we get to below 10, they're not going to build in that room until we warm it up. Just making it up as we go along. This might be slow going, but it'll be interesting. It'll be the cleanest base I've ever had, if not the best designed. Alright, sweep it up. Can't have that stuff in there. Want to build some more batteries. Alright, I'm going to put these batteries right up along this door here. And a lot of copper again. Go ahead and get this copper in here. And a little bit here. Okay, we do have this research station, so let's start. Oh, let's start up here with oxygen production. And food tiles. We're still at 17,000 thanks to some of the food we dug up. And we've got some more up here for sure that we can eat. Ooh, Bristle Blossom's always good. Bristle Blossom drinks a lot of water if I remember correctly. Yeah. So probably not. Oh, what's this? A cool steam vent. Oh, speaking of Bristle Blossoms needing water, that might solve it. And that's warm water too. 110 degrees. So that's what they call cool these days. That actually, being this close to the base, might work into a good radiator system. Of course, once the base warms up, then I don't know how I'm going to cool that water down, but by then we'll have some more technology, so that might work out. Okay. Actually, I want a water basin there so they can wash their hands. So I'm going to go ahead and move. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We're going to deconstruct this one. And we're going to deconstruct this one. And we're going to move this stuff into these three here. Alright, those built and then sweep that up. And sweep that up. Oh, what happened here? What did happen here? How did they get entombed? That was weird. Oh, I guess when they built this... Oh, there was sand up there. Wasn't watching. That oxalite finally decayed, so they were actually able to get over here and do this. Okay. Come on, finish the wire. Alright, really low on copper. I guess I can remedy that. Oh, there's lots of copper to be had, just not at the pod. Also, we had a miscalculated pod location, so I'd be curious to know where we sit as far as the center of the map goes. Alright, I'm getting nervous about food since we haven't started any food production and we're on cycle 5, nearing the end of cycle 5. But I can't do anything until I get all this stuff swept up. Pardon me while I sip some coffee. Need fuel. Okay. Good. More copper. Alright. I'm going to sweep that with a priority of 7 because I think I should really want that swept up. And we got no stress right now, so they don't need downtime, do they? Let me use the bathroom at least. Love that food, don't you guys? Alright, no, sleep. Sweep. You guys already have sore backs. There we go, now we got some stress. The floor is dirty. No time for rest. Pick it up. Alright, what I really need is, here we go. Duplicant skills. So, Camille, you can do research, but Harold, you're going to do carrying capacity, and Ellie, you're not ready yet. Okay. These guys have to be good at sweeping. They're not good at sweeping. This is going to be a really interesting documentary on sweeping. Alright, I kept them up all night long. Oh, they won't even go get their new skills until you take off the alert. I didn't know that. That's interesting. Alright, that's swept. So now we're going to say plumbing. Nope. Medicine. Wash basin. Alright, more copper. Good. Because I couldn't even build these wires. Okay. Alright, looks like we've got food researched. Let's do... I think we're just going to go straight for power next. We have another skill. That should be Ellie, who's also going to do carrying. Alright, this needs some water in it, so we need a water pump. We can deconstruct that. And put in a pitcher pump. Now, does that count? Because they haven't swept all of this. Early game stuff is going to be really hard. I'm going to say it doesn't count because it's underwater and they didn't see it. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. How cold is that water? 12 degrees? 10 degrees over it? Oh, it's cold in here. Gotta warm that up. Oh man, the cold is creeping in. Yeah. I'm gonna have to do insulation soon. Alright, how much copper have we got? Mineral, metal ore. 1400. Can I build some batteries over here? Well, I can't build batteries over here yet. Wait. Room's not boxed off. Come on now, we got rules. Should follow that floor. We need to build that roof. We'll do that. Whew, alright. They still need beds. And we're down to 10,000 kcals and we haven't done food yet. So let's do food. We're going to do food right here. Dig that out. Make that a priority right there. Now I can't go up here and get some more food, which I'm clearly going to have to do. Also some more oxygen. Oxygen is running low. 340. Down here we've got some CO2. But we do have some algae and we can start consuming some of that CO2. How am I going to do this? Can't build until they sweep. Alright, so the way I'm going to do this is I am going to build farm tiles instead of floor tiles. Does that count as a building? I think it does, so I'm going to sweep that up first. I don't know, it's sort of a wall tile, isn't it? These guys are going to starve to death. This is going to be a quick series. This is going to be in a quick series. I want to make these in shorter spans. So I'm probably going to wrap this up around cycle 10. And then we'll just pick it up from there. I was actually thinking of doing one room at a time. So basically like these micro episodes where I build out a room, I clean it up, I build what I want in there, and or I get it temperature controlled and build what I want in there. And then that's it. Call it an episode. So it should be, yeah, we'll see how it progresses. It could be very interesting. Alright. Come on, you guys. Priority 7, sweep. She really likes to research. Alright. I'm going to leave the research off for now so they sweep this stuff up. And I also think I'm going to break this seal here. I don't want to dig up the oxalate, so that I can get some of this oxygen from up here down into the base. Alright, that is swept up. Go ahead and put down some farm tiles to there. I'm going to do a door tile, or a floor tile and a door. Perfect. Alright, now we got that oxygen up here is now going to feed into the base. That's quite a bit of CO2 up here too. What's this? What would have normally been a hot biome is very cold. Is that another vent? It is. There's some other kind of vent over here. That is really close to that first vent. Wonder what that one is. Oh, look, some hexalent. That's good. That is probably going to get us past our fear of starvation right there. This room is 13 degrees. Down below it is 12 degrees. So what I want to do also then is underneath this, once they get these tiles built out, go ahead and give them a P6 on this. Once they get these tiles built out, I need to build another room under here and put some more batteries under there just to keep, try and keep the room warm. Now remember, these are like 15 something degrees. They still are 15.9 though, almost 16 degrees. Oh, the batteries are 18.9, so that's good. They've gone up 3 degrees. over here, 17.5 degrees. Good, batteries are doing what I was hoping they would do, which at this point is just staving off the cold. Not really doing a good job of warming things up, but it's not 0 degrees, so that's a plus. It's really cold up here, which means I'm letting all this cold oxygen into the base. Maybe I could throw some batteries up here too. Alright, mealwood all the way through. Okay, mealwood is finding carbon dioxide, which is good because that's exactly what we've got down here. But I don't want the carbon dioxide to get up into the rest of the base. So I think I'm going to research pressure. I want airflow tiles. Right here, pressure management. So that's good. It'll get us some vents and it'll get us airflow tiles, and then I can put 2 airflow tiles here with a algae terrarium on either side. And we do have something going on here with the printing pod. Whoo, yes, omelets. Boom. Just like that, back up to 18,000 food. That printing pod, man, I tell you. When they changed that to allow it to print things other than just duplicants, that was huge. Go ahead and auto harvest some of that stuff. Over 20,000. Nice. Alright, dupes can't reach that high, so they can't build that roof, which is why I have them going in this way to build that roof off, because they can't build anything in this area until it is a room. And actually, it's got to be a room that's not that cold. So, another audible here, I'm going to say, they can build things that heat stuff up. That's the only thing they can build in cold rooms. Otherwise, how am I ever going to get the room temp? If I go to the research, we have that heating, this guy right here, temperature modulation, the space heater. That could be a really big win for us. But that's a couple of research branches away, and it takes a lot of power. All right. And let's keep the toilet fixed. Okay, it's not going bad. It's not going bad. I wouldn't say it's going great, but it's not going bad. For the sake of structure, I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing on this side here. Sort of keep the base looking good. It is cold over here, but also it's above 10 degrees, so that's good. And then we'll go down a little bit further here. And once we get this room done, we'll go ahead and put some more batteries underneath. I am deliberately using the little batteries, even though I think I have the big batteries now. They leak more power. Power leak here is 2 kilojoules per cycle, and these are 1 kilojoule per cycle. These only hold 10, and these hold 40. So per kilojoule of capacity, the little batteries leak more power. But the little batteries produce just as much heat as the big batteries, 1.25 kDTU versus 1.25 kDTU. So actually having multiple small batteries, while less efficient from a material and space and power leakage cost, will produce more heat. And right now, that is a plus. And I think this thing produces some heat too. Research station. Yeah, 1.13. Not a lot, but some is better than nothing. Yeah, it produces some heat as well. Alright. The mealwood likes it in temperatures between 10 to 30 degrees. So they can't work in a room that's below 10 anyways, my dupes, so this will work. Go ahead and put a new door here. sweep this up. I didn't see that over there. Alright. Doing good. It is weird to pay this much attention to debris on the ground. It's a little odd. Alright, let's go ahead and get this fast forward sweeping going here, and then build out farm number 2, and then I think we'll call it for today. No, I was to say, why you keep getting wet, Harold, but he's down here trying to build. That works. We're almost done with that. Stress is still at 1%. They still do not have beds. The CO2 is starting to creep up into the rest of the base, and oxygen production is non-existent. We did get those airflow tiles, so we can go ahead and put those down there. We can go into oxygen here, and we put down some algae terrariums, like so. Now, once we get the algae terrariums up and running, we're going to start producing polluted water, so I'm going to need somewhere to put my polluted water as well. Alright, yep, sweeping is happening too. Even though, for whatever reason, they're building, even though I did a sweep. Priority 7. Come on, sweep. Alright, and then food, farm tiles. There we go. These are already 66% done. I think you need 4 mealwood to feed 1 dupe in the time it takes 4 mealwood to produce enough food to feed 1 dupe. I could be wrong, it could be 5. What do we have here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Either way, I think we'll be okay with this mealwood farm for now. Alright, oxygen is acceptable. At least over here it is. The CO2 is starting to get consumed by the algae terrariums. Algae terrariums are not very efficient, emitting 40 grams of oxygen per second, which I know is not enough to supply for a dupe. 75 grams a second because she has diver's lungs. So I would need, what did I say, 30 grams a second? 40. So I would need 2 for each one of those dupes. There's 2 of those, so 2, 4, and then 3. So I would need 7 algae terrariums to satisfy the oxygen requirements for all of my dupes. Don't plan on building 7 just yet. So I'm probably going to have to go ahead and build one of these guys, the oxygen diffuser, but for now, we're still doing okay. Now here I think I'm going to bump this wall up, or this ceiling up also. Now that I can get to all that. And happy settings, finish out this farm. Looks like I'm short seeds, which is fine. I'll go ahead and dig this one up. And I'll dig this one up. Oh, no, I can't get there, so I'll just do that. Alright, we're going to go ahead and put down another door right here. And we're going to go ahead and destroy these walls that I don't need. And then sweep it all up. Awesome. Sweep that up. Sweep that up. Alright, we are done. So cycle 11. We're going to go ahead and call this for now. Food handled. No beds yet. That's alright. Temperature, definitely not handled. So next goal is to put a temperature buffer beneath my farm here before it gets too cold. And maybe go get some warm water. Do this printing pod real quick and grab 500 kilograms of algae. Make sure to sweep that up right away. You know what I should do? I should put... Oh no, if I put them on sweep only. I guess I should just do them all priority 6, right? Because then they'll sweep or pick up stuff before anything else, in theory. Alright, thank you for tuning in. This is going to be an interesting challenge. I've had a couple of people ask me to do a RIME challenge, so here it is with my O.C.Duplicants. Thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.